Just get on. Welcome to a fashion moment with Chunn and
Miss Z.
How you doing out there? This is our month. We made it for a month. Let's hit a round of applause for our month. Everybody out there at IG land. Give a shout out to all my folks out there in IG land as well. Guys, we have a special show for you today. A special show that I planned for you today because it is Black History Month. Let's hear it for the black folks out there and our Afro-Latinos and all of those who claim black.
African American, across the board.
Yes. So, and also, I've been getting comments like, oh, it's called a fashion moment with Chunn. Why you guys don't do fashion? And I just didn't, because it's, everything is in fashion. You know what I mean? Every conversation, every topic, all of that is in fashion. So that's where that title comes from, or what have you. I didn't want to be known as just, the fashion guru or anything like that. So we decided to do a historical show as far as history goes, where it comes to our black heroes and sheroes, and then also give you a twist on some fashion history with some of those black people in the industry that you would have never known, and give them their props too during this month of fashion and black history. So on to the SHOW. Let's get a round of applause for our audience. Hey, Laverne, I see you joined us. My little big sister. She's littler than me, but she's older than me. Yeah. So, the first story we wanted to talk about today, and just kind of shake it off, everybody. I know it's been a rough week. And I know you had a rough weekend, with all of this stuff going on with the impeachment and just everything. Everybody seems to be tense right now. So I want everybody to kind of relax and then kind of enjoy yourself, fall back in your seats and sit into some love and love yourself. You know what I'm saying? Love on yourself. Treat yourself well. Every day, do something nice for yourself. Even if it's just 5 minutes out of the day that you just sit, have a cup of tea, coffee, water, eat some prunes. I don't know, whatever it is.
Oh, for real, eat prunes?
Whatever, I don't know.
But no, just just pretty much figuring out who you are.
Exactly. So, the first story that we wanted to get into, and it's about the first black ever owned bank. I said that wrong, but y'all know what I mean. Hi, Waukesha. What's up, baby?
King.
Hey, Gwen.
Hey, Laverne.
Gwen from Facts, that's Fashion Art Exchange. They having a big 25th anniversary coming up next month.
Hey, Nene.
Hey, Neek.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. So getting into our first story, it's about the first black-owned bank. It was owned by he was once a slave. So let's show it. Let's show you the clip that we have on that. If Ms. Z ever gets it together.
I'm getting it together. Don't start. Now, we're not doing that yet. Don't start revive.
She's still trying to learn.
But y'all gonna let me live. So, first of all, okay. So, the first ever black-owned bank, the founder was once a slave. And he became what?
He owned a bank, and he started the bank in what year? 1888.
Okay, 1888, and he had $1,269. Y'all know how much that is right now from
1888. That's a lot of money. That's probably like a couple of $100,000, if not close to $1 million from way back then.
Yeah,
but those are the deposits on his first day that he got. He's got $1,269 in deposits from people who joined his bank or what have you. So what's his name? Z. His name is Reverend William Washington Brown. Brown, Brown. Just in case you guys want to look him up. That's Reverend William Washington Brown. Brown, Brown. And he is our first Black History Month hero.
Absolutely, from Georgia.
Yes, from Georgia. Let's give it for him. So as you can see, guys, I'm still struggling here. Y'all
gonna let me live.
Hashtag co-host. Hashtag new co-host. I'm telling y'all, it's a struggle. It's a struggle. I've
Y'all
been
gonna let
watching.
me
Let me
live.
tell you guys, I've been watching a lot of podcasts and live shows and all that kind of stuff. And we ain't doing so bad. I've seen the Voice and Wendy Williams and Network and all of them have blunders and flunders and all of those kinds of things while they were lying. Hey, Brenda Cooper, baby love, I love you too. Hey, Sharon Scott Harper, how are you doing? I just want you guys to know that it's easier said than done when you decide to do something, especially when you're going live and it's not like recorded or whatever. And Gwen, you know what I'm talking about, like how when we used to do Rip the Runway, they would do take after take after take, but then they do the regular shows like the Hip Hop Honors and all of that live, so you get to see all of the flaws. You know what I mean? You get to see all of the flaws. Hey, Yvonne Flores. Hi, Mom. Evelyn Brown. My mom is in the building. How are you? You know what I mean? Hey, Suzette. How are you?
Hey, you guys. Hi.
Yeah. So the next person that we wanted to talk about, her name is
what?
it is Black History Month.
Absolutely.
Proud to be black. You know what I'm saying?
clap,
Let's
clap.
get a clap for that. Absolutely. The next person that we wanted to give you some information on, what brings into my fashion iconic status.
Oh, for real? Oh, really?
Her name is Ann Lowe. Her name is Ann Lowe. Can we see a picture of Ann Lowe?
Absolutely.
We'll get there one day.
We getting there.
We'll get there one day. Maybe next year. Maybe 2021, guys.
Gosh, you guys.
Maybe y'all have a host for me by then.
You can't have my job.
So this is Ann Lowe. This is a picture of Ann Lowe. This is what she looked like, and you're looking at one of her silhouette dresses that she did for a dilettante. That's the one in green. But guess what, guys? That white dress that you see. Go to the next picture, and I'll let you know about Ann Lowe. Ann Lowe is one of the most unappreciated designers, black designers or designers, period, because she created the dress for Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy. She created her wedding dress and she never got credit for it. And this is Ann Lowe's design for Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy. So tell us a little bit about Ann Lowe. Z.
Well, pretty much Ann Lowe comes from a long line of dressmakers, seamstress and couture. Come on now.
Couturiers.
That's your department. Okay, but she comes from a whole line of seamstress.
And couturiers are people who make beautiful garments by hand, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you didn't know. And let's and what else about her? Tell us a little bit more about her. As a dressmaker, she felt as if she wasn't appreciated, and she wished that she could have made more garments in her time by hand and all of that kind of stuff.
But she was absolutely, excuse me for cutting you off, the best kept secret for that society.
Yes, she was the best kept secret for that society, ladies and gentlemen.
So
let's give a round of applause for Ann Lowe, and let's give another picture of her and another picture of Ann Lowe as we give her a round of applause. That's Ann Lowe.
That's Ann Lowe.
The fabulous Ann Lowe.
Yes, God bless her. Yes,
God
absolutely.
bless her. God bless her. And then the next designer that we want to give a shout out to is Zelda Valdez. And
that's a
why is that?
because the simple fact is, well, we all know what's going on in the world today. But then, with the, you want me to spill the beans? Playboy, Bunny, and Trump.
Well,
That's just so
let's show who Zelda is.
Yes, because Zelda was like, whoa.
Now this is
Whoa.
Zelda Valdez, and she was also a designer, and she designed the very first Playboy Bunny outfit. Let's hear it for Zelda Valdez. Come on, let's give some props to our people. You know what I'm saying? She was born in Charlotte, North Carolina, and she in the early 1920s. Valdez started to work on a tailoring shop with her uncle in White Plains, where she eventually worked her way up to selling and making alterations and becoming the shop's first black sales clerk, and tailor. Looking black, Valdez said, isn't it a pleasant time? But the idea was to see what I can do. Let's hear it for Zelda Valdez.
And if I'm not mistaken, she did stuff for like a lot of like Lena Horne and all of them also.
Oh yes, she dressed Miss Lena Horne and those girls.
She was all of Uptown, to all the good girls, like
Yes,
all
definitely.
Okay.
So yeah, let's hear it for her. You know what I'm saying? And that was your Black History moment, and that was your Black History fashion moment, with a fashion moment with Tai Chunn.
With who?
And
with who?
With Tai Chunn.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. And this one here. Yeah, I guess that's her name. At WBKS1 Radio. And guys, please call in at 646-233-1302. That is 646-233-1302. Please give us a call and let us know what you're thinking about our Black History moments. Anybody that you guys feel should be heard, should be talked about, should be spoken on, please send us your suggestions. You can email me at taichunn@gmail.com. That's TAICHUNN@gmail.com. Or you can inbox me on any of my social media pages, which is TAICHUNN on all forms of social media. Or hit up this one right here. I forgot her name.
Oh, excuse me. HeartandSoulInTheKitchen.com. LookAtMeImages.com. And all the social media outlets. Periscope. Where's Periscope? Instagram.
Instagram, all of that.
All of that. Everything. Y'all know what social media is. Let's get it, you guys.
Hey, William. Hey, Yvette. Hey, Casey. That's my little sister, Casey. Hey, you guys. Thanks for joining in. Love you guys for being here with us. And Lovettis. There goes Lovettis Mobley. That's my family, too. What's going on, baby? Love you. Thank you for joining in. So, for our next story that we wanted to really get into, it's about hair. Being that we're talking about Black History Month, I wanted to get into some hair for a minute. There's a story about these young black teens.
Absolutely.
Because let me tell you something. When people say African American, there's a difference, because African American presumes that you were descendant of slaves. We do also have people in this country who are identified as black because of their hue of their skin, and they are not descendants of slave owners and what have you. So when I say Black History Month, that means it's inclusive for everybody, whether they're here or the Ivory Coast, whether they're in England, whether they're in Japan, wherever you're at. It's all for you guys. Let's give a round of applause for the world of blackness. Well, story be told, these two young men, it's two cousins who have their hair in locks, and they were told that they had to cut their hair or they would be suspended from school because it didn't fit in with the dress code. Now, as you can see in this picture, this young man has pent up his hair in order for it to be at a length that it would not be, in other words, offensive is the only word that comes to mind, to his elders or whoever I don't even know what to call those folks at the school. His teachers, principal, school board, whoever, and stuff like that.
He looks really, really well, where he can also do his sports. He can do his sports. He can do everything that needs to be done. It wouldn't get in his way of learning his lesson. And, so, I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I know. And it's crazy, because that story brings me to another story about how they have the superior courts have just upheld a law that you can discriminate and tell someone that they cannot work for your firm if they have locks in their hair. Yes, it just passed recently under this administration. You guys need to be paying attention to what's going on, because like Whoopi Goldberg had said one time, and I never forgot this. She said that while you're watching the screen, there's a scroll that goes underneath that. And that's the information that folks don't want you to know. So I need you guys to be looking at that scroll, because how dare they say that locks are not in fashion when it comes to going on a job interview, and that you can be denied your right to work because of the style of your hair, whether it be your heritage or your personal choice, and it's held up by the courts. So that's why I tell you guys, just voting for the president is not enough. You got to vote for everybody, even the crossing school guard. If you don't like what he look like and what he's doing and how he hanging, then you get him up out of there too. You know what I'm saying? But yes, so that's what I wanted to do. And then we're going to get, as we're still into hair, let's give props to my girl,
Taraji, who?
P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson. Let's give a shout out to her. Give her a round of applause. As you can see, I still need help. But Taraji came out with her own hair care line.
It's all G. That means good.
And I just thought that would just be a cute way to end that segment, because it was so negative about the texture of our hair and the styles that we wear, even though Kylie Jenner and all of these other folks are running around with faux locks and all of this kind of stuff, and they're saying, oh, how beautiful and oh, how exotic they look today and what have you, but they still will refuse to allow someone of our hue to rock our natural style hair and the thought that it's not beautiful. So I wanted to end it with something positive. So big up to Taraji. Let's give her a really big round of applause for coming out with her own hairline.
But where's the hairline at? That's the most important thing.
You tell me.
At the Target. Not
I
at
don't
the
know
Walmart.
what Target is.
Target.
Oh, okay, thank you. We speak the King's English here.
No. But I still have to speak the other Target, baby.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Target is a fancy name that someone else has given it, not us. It's Target. It's Target. Okay, and Yvette has said Trump's administration has appointed almost 200 federal judges to work on their agenda. People better vote early. Vote for office early. And that is so true. So true. And thank you, Gwen, for understanding about Zelda. I knew you get me, my sister. So, hey, Norman.
Hey, Norman.
Norman is the one who owns this radio. He's the one who put us on, and he gave us this opportunity. So let's give a round of applause for Mr. Stormin Norman. He's also a big-time DJ and everything, and he's given us a wonderful platform.
But he's talking about my food.
Oh, he was talking about your food? Oh, he's giving you a thumbs up on your food?
Absolutely.
Oh, I beg to differ.
I don't know why, because
I didn't eat it yet, guys, but Norman said it's good. I'm going to give him his props. Because you don't forget, remember I told y'all the first show that me and Norman got a battle, a challenge going on when it comes down to throwing down for mac and cheese. Y'all don't forget that. Don't forget that, y'all.
Y'all can do y'all mac and cheese.
I understand, so, but I'm going to give you props because he said it was good. I didn't taste it, but he said it was good.
No, because you were too busy in your
But
feelings.
can we see what it looked like then?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, and what is it now? And you have to
First of all, you got to break it down what it is before you show them what it looks like. So break down what it is that you made.
Okay, so you can run that. So pretty much what we're having today, you guys, we're having smoked beef sausage with... Okay, no, let me start over. It's Black History Month, and my family comes from Alabama, Florida, Charleston, South Carolina, Georgia, like all down south. So okra and rice is like a staple in our household, along with the Holy Trinity, which is onions, garlic, celery, and what else? Whatever my grandmama put in the pot, which is green peppers. It's like, let me stop. But no. So tonight we had okra, corn, tomatoes with beef smoked sausage, because a lot of people don't eat pork these days.
Yeah.
So that's how I did it, and Norman said it was pretty well. So let me show you guys a picture.
And guys, excuse me, I don't mean to cut you off. I am just because we have our people that's on Instagram and on other platforms, so I'm showing them love too.
Yeah. So pretty much, that's it. With the corn, with the tomatoes, with the beef sausage. Ty got on me about plating the food. He said I don't plate very well, but it tastes good. So, Ty.
But part of the presentation is is plating. You don't just slap it on there like we at the mess hall in jail. Like, what the hell? Like, ladies and gentlemen, am I right? Like, it ain't no such thing as Russian. Let me tell you, Russian is a country that we don't get along with, honey. You're supposed to learn your craft. You call yourself a what? A chef OD? Then be a chef. When you a cook, you a chef. Learn how to plate the food to make it appetizing for people that want to eat it.
But they all gonna want to eat it because it tastes just as good. Now,
honey, we can't get past the look before we get to the taste.
But first of all, you know already how I get down in the kitchen, so don't do it.
No, I don't know nothing. All I know is what I see.
You know everything. Suspicious.
Yeah, you can say suspicious all you want. I'm just saying, somebody tell me what they thought about that plated food.
Hey, they better not say that about my food, because baby, no sirree, Bob.
I'm telling you, yo.
You know
hey, sister, yo, Soretta. This is my sister Soretta. Now you already know how me and you get down in the kitchen. How we used to have our little competitions back in 18 days. You know what I'm saying? Now did you see the food, the plate? Put the plate back up. Put the plate. Yeah, put it back up.
You supposed to
put it back up. Put it back up.
You're supposed to help me
Hey,
plate
Keisha Hanley, I ain't cook it while I'm plating it. You know what I'm saying?
You was there when I was cooking.
Baby, I was not there when you cooked it. I was there when you finished. Don't put that on me. Put that on Jesus. That wasn't me. That was the Lord that was with you. Not Tai Chunn. Not now. Not ever. Will you put me in that place? Somebody give me an amen on that one. I was not there for that. You plated that yourself. What do you guys think?
So where I'm playing.
So what y'all think? Hey, Keisha, let me know. What do y'all think? I'm just saying, and these is my eyes, and these pretty brown eyes ain't lied to me yet. I said it may taste good, but I won't taste it if it don't look good. Can I get an amen in the amen corner from somebody out there, please? Because I'm not going for this. You are not going to sit here and play me.
First of all, being that you know where okra comes from, like you know, okra is
okra what?
Oh, don't do that.
Don't do what?
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
You about to really make me.
What? We're gonna pull out your notes. You don't even know the history of what you cooked. That's a god dang on.
It's the Holy Trinity of black people food, soul food. This Black History Month.
Lord, take me down. Take me down, Lord. Take me down, Lord. Take me now, please, Lord. Higher ground. Higher ground. Take me to higher ground. This child's gonna read from a paper about her own dish that she cooked for Black History Month that she should already know what the hell she made.
I got the grease from my grandmama now. But Ty, don't do it.
Jesus, she got it from her grandmother. That means she should know everything my grandmother told me. I remember.
Oh,
so yes, baby.
Well, baby,
would you like to put me to the test? I didn't think so, darling.
Anyway, get to
back to
the show, cause he tried me, y'all. Y'all better leave me alone.
We are gonna leave you and that unplated food alone, honey. Leave it right alone.
Now you know you're supposed to plate the food. That's your department.
Oh my goodness, Samara, how are you? I miss you, baby. Thank you for joining me and breaking up this reading session that I was about to lay upon this child. Jesus, I was going to let her have it in 5.321 seconds.
Now you know you don't want to go. You don't want to go to church with me. Church finger. Glory to God.
Honey, you need to take that finger and learn how to plate that food. Use that same finger that you call the church finger and learn how to plate your food so it looks appetizing.
You know, you usually play.
I don't know anything.
You know, you're showing.
What I know is what you've done, and what you've done was not right.
Okay, well, whatever. I got a trick for you.
But hey, D Butter, baby. That's one of my oldest besties. We went to junior high school together. Darlene D Butter.
Hey, D.
Yeah.
Y'all better start saying amen.
I'm telling y'all better let this girl know. I miss you too, Samara. I really, really do miss you.
All y'all Brooklyn Knights.
You know, she can't take it, honey. But you know what? We always keep it real when it comes to food, honey. And the 101 is, you know, you make it look appetizing. So that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. Moving right along.
Moving along, whatever. But who loves okra?
Would you tell us about the damn food? What is it?
Okra. syrup.
I mean,
It's
like,
okra, corn, tomatoes with beef
oh
sausage
Lord,
over white rice.
Look, Keisha said Harlem in the house, honey. So stop talking about Brooklyn only, acting like it's only Brooklyn. Like I only know Brooklyn. I know the universe.
All right, Keisha. So Keisha knows because everybody come up 95 from down south. So last time I checked, so everybody, grandmama taught them how to cook. And last time I checked, so heart and soul in the kitchen. Let's get to it.
Lord have mercy. Heart and soul in the kitchen, honey. She left her heart and soul at the kitchen, honey, and just brought that plate of food, honey.
Now you know you lying. I bought a whole round for the whole studio.
And it's still sitting there.
No, because you said you wasn't ready to eat yet. Ain't no
next.
On to next, but
to the SHOW.
The lasagna last week.
Oh, I never had it.
You didn't have no lasagna last week.
No, I didn't. First of all, because I have acid reflux, so you know I didn't eat lasagna last week. No, I didn't.
What you had?
I didn't have none of that.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you see that? I brought my own food. I brought sushi.
Get out of here, boy! Bob, you trying to get? No, everybody know I rock in the kitchen. Don't play with me.
Whatever.
Anywho, now what's going on? But that was, that's our Black History.
That was our try at a Black History food section, because nobody still don't know where it came from, why you made it, and who designed it, who desired it. None of those things. But we'll give you a pass. We'll give you a pass right now. Next week you'll get a chance
to. You want to make collard greens cabbage next week?
No, thank you.
I got smoked turkey next.
No, thank you.
You want some macaroni and cheese?
No, thank you.
So what you want?
I want to talk about the next subject.
No, let's have some dressing. Okay.
No, next subject.
With some,
no, thank you. Next subject.
Okay. Hey, hold on a minute. Hey, you guys. Hey. Okay, so let's move on.
Ooh, baby, I tell you.
Oh, well, guess what? We just had... we just had Keisha in the house.
We already said Keisha. We already said how we shouted out to Harlow.
We talking about New York. So now
I done talked about her food. Now she's flustered even more. # new host, ladies and gentlemen. Email me at tychun@gmail for a new host.
Hakeem
she
Jeffries.
has a computer over there with her own notes. She's over here on my notes. Get into it, you guys. Can you say unprepared?
All day, every day.
Stop picking up my notes like you cheating on the test.
Okay.
And you know what? Look, this braid right here. Go back to the picture. Go back. This right here, 2 weeks ago, y'all let this braid sit on my shoulder all night without nobody saying nothing about it. Ain't tell me how tacky I look with one braid sticking down and carrying on and all this mess. And y'all let me go through the whole show like that. I had to look back in the archives and find out that y'all played me. Anyway, moving right along to the SHOW. We want to talk about Mr. Hakeem Jeffries. Let's get a round of applause for him. He was a wonderful in the impeachment hearings. He did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Newcomer to the Congress, and he is also now the Democratic caucus leader. He was elected the caucus leader, and that brings tremendous power. That's one of my brothers from Brooklyn, from Bed-Stuy. Let's hear it for Hakeem.
Why are you still skinning and grinning?
Because it's just funny to me. It's just funny to me how, life. How that song goes. Life is what you make it. So, darling, my dear, try and make it. I know that you will. Next time she'll make that plate right. I bet you that much.
Don't play with me. You know you always lift the plate. Wait a minute. First of all, you lift the plate.
You have never saw me.
No. You always say, you're not doing it right. You do it like this. And every
but it's your plate.
Everything that we do, you be like, oh no, this is how we're gonna set this up.
Way. She's feeling some kind of way because
you tried me.
I didn't try you.
No, because
you did that.
But
I did nothing.
But you're the producer producer and you're the fashion, so you should have made sure the plate was right.
I can't make sure the plate is right, the story's right. Make sure you press the right buttons, which you still ain't get down yet. We've been here a month. What more do you want me to do? Ask Jesus for a hand, honey, and leave me alone. I am a man. I am not God, and I am not Jesus.
I pray every night.
You are trying it. Can you guys believe this? She expects me to be able to fix her plate to make it look appetizing, prep this show, get the subjects together, be the main host, because obviously #new co-host, and all of that, and everything. Like, how dare she?
Now, Ty, you know when we're now, it's not Fashion Week is coming.
Gwen said y'all are killing me about the plate, but it's the truth, Gwen. When you know. Presentation is everything.
But Ty, and do I need to run the clip? Do I need to run the clip from the from what was it, fall of 19? I don't know the fashion world, but when you was running around giving everybody orders, so you should have been giving me orders about how to lift the plate. How about that?
Okay, congratulations. You finally said something worthwhile when I was giving orders.
Okay, and you were too busy over here trying to do whatever you was
we
doing.
are going to move to our first song of the night, but this is the last song that we're going to play for this gentleman. He was our artist of the month, and we missed 1 week for him. And what was his name?
Space Window.
Say it into the mic, darling.
Space Window.
Yes, what's the name of the song that we get ready to play for him?
It's this one, because I have three songs. So okay,
this one?
Mrs.
Is which one?
Mrs. Master. No, I like that.
The first two songs, you the one that sent me those songs. Hey, dear.
But no.
First of all, you sent me those other two songs, and you don't know who your other two songs are.
I know who Linnea is.
Okay, and who's the other one?
That's CJ.
All right, so then that means the third one must be him, right?
But that's Effortless. Is that the one I thought we played Effortless. Well,
play the daggone song. Thank you. The folks can't hear it, Z. You got to get to this.
Oh, they can't?
No, they can't hear it. You got to go to the headphones.
Somebody
please help me. Somebody please help me. Somebody please help me.
Well, I'm going to start over.
What are you doing? Click on. I don't know what's going on. We're having some technical difficulties. We'll bring the song back in a minute when she learns her task and her job. She only got to do one thing and sit here and look pretty like Vanna White and push the damn buttons. But, obviously I'm going to have to take over that job too as well. Let's go into the TV shows that we love. You guys, there's this one TV show that you guys have to see, and it was on BET, and it's called Canal Street. At first, I was apprehensive about watching it because I wasn't so crazy about one of the actors who's the lead in it. I'm not going to say any more about it, but just take a look, and you can tell me what you guys think, because I think it was freaking amazing. This is Canal Street, and these are the actors, so you figure which one I was talking about. I ain't going to throw nobody under the bus. And here's the video.
You think I'm a murderer?
Somebody help! Maybe having this discussion.
I didn't kill nobody. You think I'm a murderer?
I didn't raise a murderer.
What was that?
I don't know.
Somebody help! Help! Run!
The boy from the burbs, killed in front of his own house.
Tell me what happened so we can all go home.
He's dead, Coley. Get in the car.
You're being charged with murder in the first degree.
He's being persecuted because he's covered with blood with a dead kid at his feet.
I read somewhere that these two had beef. In this town, they've already strung the news.
Chicago, the whole world is watching us right now.
If Coley Styles were white, would we be having this same discussion?
It's cool for me to prosecute the white man, but as soon as a white boy loses his life, now y'all want to come at me like this.
Where's the bullet?
Where's the gun?
They don't care about what I gotta say. In they mind, I did it.
Are you a God-loving man?
Yes.
Then you will be vindicated.
Once we love one another in spite of our differences, once we love one another in spite of our flaws, let them know I am with you.
All right. So that was Canal Street. That was Canal Street. That was Canal Street. It shouldn't be there anymore. That was.
Okay, hold up.
Anyway, long of the short, Canal Street was about a young black man who grew up with both his parents, and his mom dies, and his father gets a promotion, so he moves them into a upper echelon area in Chicago, and he comes from like one of the poorer neighborhoods where like a lot of crime and stuff is in Chicago, and he gets into all kinds of altercations because they treat him poorly, because they were like, yo, South Side, and treated him poorly when he got, into the school and all of that kind of stuff. And the same guy who he was having a problem with is the same guy who he had a problem with ended up being shot. And instead of him leaving him shot in the streets bleeding alone, he stayed with him, but his two buddies took the car that he had and drove off, and he was falsely accused of murdering him. Mind you, no gun residue, no gun, no bullet, and this is a true story, and it was amazing. So you guys check it out. It was on BET. And I just really, really suggest that you check it out, because, sometimes we look at certain actors in certain movies and shows and say, I ain't going to go see that because we don't like them. I was pleasantly surprised. I really, really loved it. And I tell everybody, I really, really suggest you all go and see it.
So when did you see it? What night?
I saw it over the weekend.
I did too. Okay, it was really, really well.
So so my mom Evelyn says,
you two ought to take this act on the road. I haven't laughed this much since Trump went up the airplane stairs and the wind blew his hair. The wind blew his hair off his bald head.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, mama.
Okay. And dress that plane up with some parsley. All right, Coco. And Joaquin said, "Where's her baby song?" Next week we gotta play.
Okay, we got you. We promise you. And next week, guys. Next week is my birthday. Give it for the birthday boy. One shout for the birthday boy. Yes, February 13th. We were gonna do a show live from a runway show because it's Fashion Week, but we're gonna do a show live here on my birthday. So I want all of you guys to come in and join us and party with us and eat and festivities with us. So set your drinks up like you're sitting with us, set your plates up like you're sitting with us, and party like it's 1999, because I'll be 19. Oh wow! DJ Stormin Norman said because it's my birthday, he's gonna DJ for me. Let's give a round of applause for that. You guys gotta tune in.
I'm gonna drop a bomb.
Yeah, so let's see what other folks have to say, Z, because you kind of slow on the mic today.
Looking good for 60. All right, Michael. Malik Brown, absolutely. Shine a light on him. Boop, 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 boop. Shine a light on him.
And we're going to play that. 19 times 3. Danielle, if you don't shut up trying to come for me, I'll start telling everybody's age up here. Y'all know I know.
What minute? Danielle Simmons said, I thought Canal Street was about the Africans and Chinese fighting over territory in NYC. I'll check it out. But shut up, child. Stop grinning, child. Baby.
Danielle, no,
Daddy,
it is not. It's about us, baby. It's about us.
No, it's really,
You
really
thought it was
good.
about the handbags. We used to go in the back room and get the Louis Vuitton and the Gucci.
And Gucci sneakers, and then be held up.
Then you be locked in the room because the police done came and busted. So you behind the wall looking, and so you can make sure they left before you walk out the building. Y'all are mess. Y'all get me to carry it on, and that is not nice. I try to be classy, and y'all just will not allow. Y'all will not allow me to be classy.
They just make all of us come out of who we are. Can't wait to. Okay. Sesame said, can't wait to work with you, Chunn.
You too, baby. I can't wait.
Hey,
I can't wait.
D'Angelo.
Hey, Edwin. Hey, Edwin. Yo, y'all. Is speaking of designers, he sent me a shout out for Black History Month. He is one of the most fabulous tailored designers out there, Edwin D'Angelo. You guys look him up. It's EDWING. It's capital D hyphenated ANGELO. Edwin D'Angelo. His designs, men and women's. When I tell you, ain't no game. And he's dressed many celebrities, and he's dressed many of athletes, and he's dressed many of doctors' wives, many of lawyers' wives, and all of that. Y'all give a shout out, give a round of applause for Edwin D'Angelo, because he has been doing this for a minute. My brother has been doing his thing, and he deserves all praises. Love to you, brother. Love to you.
And it's Fashion Month.
Fashion Week, honey. It only lasts a week. It's Black History Month and Fashion Week.
Okay, what's
it's from the 6th
to the what?
To the 13th.
And how many
7
years you been
days.
doing it? And how many years you been doing it?
I've been doing it for 3 years, honey. I'm only 19. I started when I was 16.
Well, excuse us. He takes EBT. Well, let's find out. Well, let's find out.
But look, I'll send him a message and ask him if he take an EBT. I'm sure if you got cash on it, he'll take it.
And Waukesha said that Canal Street is also on Netflix.
All right, thank you. It also can be seen on Netflix. You guys really need to go and see Canal Street. Let's give another round of applause for Canal Street. The next show I want to talk to you guys about is this show that's become near and dear to my heart, and it's on the WB, and it's called All American. Let's look at a shot from All American. This is the cast of All American. So maybe you guys may have seen it and passed by it and didn't pay attention to it or whatever, but I need you guys to really check this show out. It's called All American, and I believe it comes on Mondays at 8 o'clock. It's in between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. No, matter of fact, it comes on at 8 o'clock because Black Lightning comes on afterwards. This is All American. Check out this clip.
It's WB.
Yes, channel 11, WB.
It's love that lifts us out of the dark. So when people try to take you out, we gotta hold on to those that give us life and love to the fullest. I promise you, Mom, I will finish strong.
His lungs collapsing.
It's love that lifts us out of the dark. So when people try to take you out, we gotta hold on to those that give us life and love to the fullest. I promise you, Mom, I will finish strong.
His lungs collapsing.
It's love that lifts us out of the dark. So when people try to take you out, we gotta hold on to those that give us life.
This show, All American, is shot in L.A. It's about a young man from Compton who he ends up going to Beverly Hills High to play football. His mom happened to have been childhood friends with the coach there, so he gets a chance to play out there. And it talks about his struggles between trying to keep the hood and trying to still strive through his struggles with becoming the man that he needs to be, and fulfilling his prophecy as a football player, a prominent football player at that. And his father was a prominent football player who lost his dreams because he got injured and yada 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 and all that kind of stuff. But in All American, it's really amazing. The scene that you guys saw was a scene where he was being retaliated against from one of the haters in the neighborhood, and it resonated with me because I remember when I first went away to college and I came home, some of the people who I held dear and near to me came to me and was like, why you talk like you white now? And I'm like, I don't speak as if I'm white. I'm just speaking. And it's the fact that, it's a hard thing for us, especially speaking about Black History Month. It's a hard thing for us to be able to know how to still remain a part of your neighborhood, your history, your heritage, your people, your everything that you've known, everything that you've been, and still become elevated and still be able to go back and be a part of the community in which you grew up in, which is a hard line to walk. So I love All American, guys. I really, really do. It's an amazing show. And when does it come on again, Z?
8:00. Someone said it comes on at 8:00 on Mondays.
On the WB. That's Channel 11 in New York City.
Yeah,
the WB. So let's hear it for that show. That show is an amazing show. The other show that I wanted to talk about was Grey's Anatomy. Now, I don't know if you guys are down with the Shonda Rhimes movement. I love her. She is one of the reasons why I decided to not only just be a writer and create privately, but to start to take ownership of my creativity and my writings and my filming and bring it to the forefront. And I just felt like, wow, this woman owned Thursday nights. She had Grey's Anatomy, and then she had this one that you love,
Scandal, and How to Get Away with Murder,
and How to Get Away, which is or what have you. This is the last
season, though.
But so Grey's Anatomy, they had a great episode, and it was about women who of a certain age miscarry, and the CW. I said
okay, sorry.
Okay, thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. Not the WB no more.
It's somebody else.
It's the CW. It's on the CW. See, this is what I need. Y'all are my audience. Y'all are my co-hosts. Y'all let us know when we make a mistake. That's right. Keep us honest.
Keep us on our feet.
And let me know when my brains is in the picture too. How about Laverne? You ain't saying nothing about that last week. You can talk about the WB and the CW, but you ain't tell me that's my sister. You can't tell me. You can't tell me my brains was in the shot. Really? But you could tell me about the WB and the CW. Yeah, all right, Laverne.
Mm-hmm.
So Gwen, wow, the Canal Street looks good. I didn't know about it. We'll check it out. Yeah, that's what we're here for, Gwen, is because we want to bring a platform to where we're doing something that's the same, but with the Ty Chunn twist to it, and with the addition of the squeeze of lemon, which is the Miss Z, and make sure that we got it going on. You know what I mean?
The lemon, the ginger, the lime.
Enough. We already talked about you. Don't make me start to talk. My sister said I thought that was your fashion. Did you really think that one braid hanging was my fashion? And you lucky that Laverne jumped in, because I was about to light you.
Well, light me up. Let's get it.
No, I ain't gonna get you no more. I'm gonna let you rest for 5 seconds.
Okay,
that's and 5 seconds only. You know what I mean, guys? If y'all want me to light her up again, send some more messages and I'll light her up for y'all real quick. Real quick.
I'm gonna get her.
Real quick.
Hey, Melinda. I beat you to it.
You better beat me to it to get on your job. Hashtag new host. Guys, we are BKS1 Radio, and that's where you can find us on YouTube at BKS Radio.
But you can call us up too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
646-233-1302.
Yeah, we haven't gotten much calls today, but we're getting a lot of comments. I'm proud of you guys. Thank you for commenting, but somebody give us a call. I feel lonely just sitting here talking to this one right here.
Please.
Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Glory to goodness.
1,000 breaks.
Call us up.
Yeah, the next show I wanted to talk about was All Rise. I love this show. This show, All Rise, it's a smart show about a black woman who becomes a judge from the prosecutor's office and her trials and tribulations in trying to navigate that world. And it's a really smart show, and it's called All Rise. And when I tell you that the show does, I mean, my speaking about it doesn't know justice, you know. So look it up on your local listings for All Rise.
It's on channel. It's on CBS.
I know it's on CBS, but I'm just telling people to look it up on their local listings. And
Oh, hey. Okay.
We got a phone call.
917.
Hey, 917. Can you hear us?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
So what's the dealio? Did you called in? What do you want to talk about?
I'm going to talk about your other mother.
Ooh,
child.
Who, Evelyn Brown?
No, Cynthia Chunn.
Oh, the birth mother. Oh, hey, birth mother.
Hey, what about her?
Hi. You know, you guys are really funny.
Thank you.
Informative.
Thank you. And informative? Like an encyclopedia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to say hi.
Hi. Love you. That was my mom. Y'all give it a round of applause for my mom, Cynthia Chunn.
Bye.
Bye. So, you know, that was my mom, you know what I'm saying, without whom none of this would be possible. She's given me all of her talents, all of her gifts, all of her love, all of her energy, bottled up into this big old body that you see right now. And I'm able to be here in front of you because of her today. So let's give a shout out when we're speaking about Black history. Give a shout out to all of our black mothers over there. But before we do that, one more phone call. 347, how you doing? Hey, 347. No, that was my mom. You know what I'm saying? Without none of this would be possible. She's given me all 347. All of her gifts, all of her love.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Tariq.
Hey, ooh, who was that?
Who got the government?
Who called me out?
Who got the government?
Read your comments.
She got the government.
You caught me out. I love you. How are you, baby? Tell me how you like the show. What's going on? And
I love the show. I just picked up my phone, logging through, and I'm like, oh my God. Look at my family.
Nice. Make sure you send us.
Shout out to mommy. I'm like, clapping my hands.
I know that's right. Yo, you got to make sure you send us some comments and let us know what you want us to talk about. I mean, like any topic, nothing is off the table when it comes to talking about our show.
I love your show.
Thank you, baby. We love you back. Get smooches. I love you, baby.
All right, this is Nene anyway, child.
I know who you are, Nene. Don't play with me. You know I know who you are.
And you called
that voice is unmistakable. Don't play yourself. Did you call me out too?
And
I was trying to the
child.
full government. I hope nobody rewinds this and plays it.
Oh, they're gonna be going back and back and back. Thank you, Nene.
Nene, I love you. Give my love to your sisters and everybody, okay? All right. So thank you guys. Thank you. I see this is nothing but love. You know what I mean? It's nothing but love. Oh wait, love. My moms, they have a battle. My mom Evelyn told my mom Cynthia that she allowed her to give birth to me and bring me through to this earth. So they go back and forth. So now my mom Evelyn said, she goes and she says, "Love you, Cynthia. You did you did one great thing."
My boo.
My boo, meaning me. So she gave her credit for doing one good thing. Hey, Vaughn Douglas, I love you. You're my brother from another mother. I love you. I love you. Love you. Hey, Daryl Durrett, that's my cousin. You from the Lee side of the family. What's up, cuz? How are you? Love you. Love you. Love you. Vaughn, I'm so loved to seeing you. And he says hi to Mama Chunn. You know what I mean? All Rise is the best. Love it. Yes, Mama Evelyn, it's the best. I know. And Casey, thank you. She says hi, Cynthia. And Michael says to tell Aunt Cynthia I said hi too. So so he says hi. And D Lee is up in the building. The Lee family's up in here. Hey Lee, hey D, how you doing? And also we have hey Auntie. Michael said hey Auntie again. And we have Rick Chunn joining in. That's the Chunn side of me because I'm a Lee Chunn. You know what I'm saying? I chop it up either way. I always was gonna be Asian black boy. And Adrian, hey Age, how you doing, baby? Love you, love you, love you. And Anthony Robinson, what's up? Thank you for joining in. You know what I mean? I love you guys. We have, when I tell you that I've had the most fun, but we do have a song that we want to play. But I'm going to have Storm and Norman come and show us how to play the song. So this one right here, don't blow up the studio so we don't have a birthday party next week. Play the song. Good stuff, guys. Let me know what you think of this song. And also, if you have artists that you want us to play, if you have someone that you think is worthy, whether they're doing something in the community or they're doing something on the big tip, whatever, all love from us.
Concentrating.
What's the name of this?
Contemplating.
Picking Up the Pieces by Linnea.
By Linnea. Picking Up the Pieces. Guys, tell us what you like about it. Tell us you love it.
I'm feeling crazy, and I'm so confused. Life's got me picking up the pieces that I've lost, trying to get back the first puzzle that I started. Cause I lost myself a long time ago. Can't seem to figure out the beginning of my story. Cause I lost control. My mind is gone and I'm so cold, nowhere to go. I'm stuck and I can't focus. Please hold on. Can't run away from myself or my problems. Picking up the pieces, trying to find a purpose. No procrastination, I know that I am worth it. Picking up the pieces, putting them together. I am getting better, not gonna make this harder. Time flies, days go by, day and night, but I'm gonna get through. Not gonna lie, continue to fight. Time after time, the day's getting brighter. Slow it down, speed it up. Just don't stop till we hit the top. I'm gonna get stronger, I'm wiser, work harder, a fighter. I'm smarter, don't stop, I can't stop. Oh, please hold on. Don't wanna wait for myself or my problems. Please hold on. Don't wanna wait for the issues of tomorrow. Picking up the pieces, trying to find a purpose. No procrastination.
right. Let's hear that. What's that song called again? Z.
Linnea picking up the pieces. And she goes by Nene.
And you guys, something came up on my timeline about Azalea Banks and T.I. supposedly slapping her. You guys look on your timeline and find out about it. But we out of time, so we can't talk about it. But I thought I'd give you a little teaser about it. Next week,
we'll have all the gossip.
Yes.
From the bottom.
Peace and love to all you guys. Live a flea-free life. Don't forget, you can always catch us on the remix. You can always see the show at BKS1 Radio on YouTube, or you can go to our BKS1 Radio Facebook page. You can go to all of the Tai Chunn social media to find us. Always call in every time you get a chance at 646-233-1320. Peace out to you. Live a flea-free life. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. See you next week. You off?